What's good, YouTube? It's Speak My Opinion on Topics. Hi, I'm Smooth J, and we back, and it is Football Friday. If you want more content like this and others, check out the description below, and hit that like and subscribe if you new. Wherever you at, wherever you watching, wherever you listening, Canada, the UK, the US, Serbia, Morocco, Northampton, England, wherever you at. I thank each and every one of y'all. Wouldn't be here without y'all. And we on the road to 200 subs, so let's get it. Well. Last week, did pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, a couple of them I went with my heart over my head, so, that's just how it goes. How it goes. But literally, last week we went 9-5. We lost the 49er and Dolphin game. Thought the 49ers were going to come out with more heart than that. Then we went with like the Jets over the Cardinals. That's just because the NFC West. We need them to lose as much as possible. Tampa lost on Thursday night to the Bears, and Indy lost to the Browns. So there was just a couple of them that we lost. But 9-5, we still on the up and up. And the record for the year is 53-24-1. It's amazing. It is amazing. I'm telling y'all. I'm coming with it. We're going to dominate this pick'em season, baby. Oh, man. But this week, we had the Denver and New England game get moved to this Sunday instead because of all the COVID stuff. So let's go ahead and check out what we got for week 6. It's starting off Houston Texans at Tennessee. They played a little better last week. They got to win finally. But they playing a hot Tennessee team coming off of destroying Buffalo on Tuesday night. Tuesday or Monday, whatever it was. Everything gets jumbled around. But Tennessee, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, that offense is looking great. And their defense came to play the other night, man. I'm telling y'all. Tennessee is something they're going to be something to watch. So we got to see what's in store for them. But we're going to go with the Titans over the Texans in that AFC South divisional matchup. Next up, Denver at New England. And I'm still going with Denver. I haven't switched my mind from last week. The Broncos, I feel like they're getting a little more healthier. And the Patriots, they just having COVID after COVID positive tests. And we don't know if Cam's playing. We don't know if Stephon Gilmore's playing. So I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. And I'm going to go with Brett Rippon. That man, if he's starting this week, I'm going to go with him. He got a couple more weeks to kind of get acclimated with the offense. So we're going to go with Denver in New England. I know that's going to be an unpopular one, but hey, I'm doing great this year on the picks, so let's see what happens. Cincinnati, they've been great. Joe Burrow been amazing. They play in the Indianapolis Colts with Phillip Rivers and the crew. And I think Phillip Rivers and them coming back home to Indianapolis. I think they finally going to get back on the right track after losing to the Browns on the road. And they're going to get the W. Even though I heard today they got some COVID outbreaks going on there. So we'll see what happens with that game going forward 2 days from now on Sunday. Atlanta at Minnesota. Now, this was a tough one because Dan Quinn got fired last week. And Minnesota, they showing a little bit more. They're playing a little bit better. But Atlanta, I wanted to pick them with Matt Ryan and Julio and all of them, but they talking about moving on from Matt Ryan already. They're talking about moving on from a lot of their pieces and just kind of starting the rebuild. So I'm going to go with Minnesota and Kirk Cousins. He almost got the W on Sunday night against Seattle. They couldn't quite do it, couldn't quite overcome Russell Wilson. That man is a magician. So we're going to go with Minnesota getting back on a W column. Washington and New York. Now, the NFC least is the worst division in football by far. I don't even know. like the teams combined for probably like 2 wins at this point. You know what I'm saying? But Washington, if they start Alex Smith, they gonna get on back on the right track against Danny Dimes and the New York Giants. Even though they played great against the Cowboys and scored damn near 37 points or whatever it was, but it wasn't enough. And I feel like Washington, they have their number. And Alex Smith, he's on that comeback tour, baby. And I feel like that man, he gonna put in work for Washington, and they look good last week against the Rams. Not gonna front, they look good. Held us down for a little bit, and then we picked it up. But Washington, I'm gonna give y'all a nod against the Giants. Baltimore, Philly, this one's a no-brainer. Lamar Jackson, and then it's gonna go into Philly and murder Carson Wentz and the crew. They're gonna murder him. Carson Wentz probably have a fumble, 2 interceptions. That's what I'm just gonna guess. Off the top of my head, that man, oh, up and down. He's like a roller coaster, man. Like some weeks he plays good, other weeks he plays terrible. Like last week against Philadelphia or against Pittsburgh, mind you, he played great, but they still lost. And I have a feeling that Baltimore is just a way, way better team than them, and they're gonna come in to Philly and knock off the Eagles. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Now this is the AFC North battle royale, and I have a feeling that Pittsburgh is gonna come out on top. Over it's gonna be Baker against Big Ben. Baker against Big Ben Roethlisberger, and they is clicking on all cylinders. One of the only undefeated teams in the league, one of the four, and I have a feeling that they're gonna stay undefeated, playing at home. Baker, Odell, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb. They're great. And I have a feeling this one's going to be a rough and rugged, low scoring, run it out game. But I have a feeling Pittsburgh is going to prevail in the end by at least a field goal. So that's going to be a great game to watch. I'm going to tell you, might be one of the best games of the weekend so far. Chicago at Carolina. Chicago, you have surprised me. Nick Foles coming in and playing amazing. You guys upset Tampa Bay last week, but I have a feeling going into Carolina, they have been just as surprising. 3-2 coming into this game, and I have a feeling Teddy Bridgewater and hopefully Christian McCaffrey is coming back sooner than later. But Carolina has been great at home. Teddy Bridgewater has shown that he has a lot to prove. All the doubters that thought he wasn't going to go get a starting job and take Carolina to where they actually are right now, and that is fighting for that division. The NFC South, that division looking better than a lot of people thought. The Saints and the Bucks are great, but Carolina, they're surprising some people. So I have a feeling Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina crew gonna get the W. Detroit at Jacksonville. Jacksonville, I'm sorry. Y'all probably still tanking. Gardner Minshew has been all right, but I have a feeling you guys just want Trevor Lawrence, and that man is balling in college football right now. Detroit, Matt Stafford, Marvin Jones. Y'all got the weapons. AP is there now. I mean, in the backfield, you guys just need to learn to win in the end. That's what their downfall is. They always go ahead in games, but then lose at the end. But this time, it won't happen. They should have a pretty comfortable win against Jacksonville. The Jets, dumpster fire. Dumpster fire. Release Le'Veon Bell this week. Adam Gase is on the hot seat. They're playing the Miami Dolphins, who literally just waxed the floor with the 49ers. And so I'm going to give the nod to the Miami Dolphins. Even if Tua doesn't play, if Tua does play, if Fitzpatrick plays, if Fitzpatrick doesn't play, whoever is the quarterback, Miami is just a lot more talented than the Jets right now. The Jets, they have major problems in New York. The Jets and the Giants both, but the Jets especially. The Jets, Jets are a mess. Oh, so the Dolphins, they're going to get the W. On to the next one. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. This is going to be the late game of the week. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady, the two greatest quarterbacks that we have in the game today, going head to head against each other. And this one is for a lot, actually. Tampa Bay has a lot to hopefully not go on a 2-game losing streak. Green Bay to stay undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers been playing amazing MVP level. It's him and it is the man Russell Wilson. They are the two league leaders for MVP right now. They are balling out of control, and I have a feeling Aaron Rodgers is going to play great, but I have a feeling that Tom Brady in Tampa Bay getting Chris Godwin back, Mike Evans, all of them are getting more and more acquainted. Leonard Fournette has been balling in the backfield. They got to get the run going. But I have a feeling Tampa Bay they're going to get the win. And I don't know. This is one that I flip flop, which way to go. But I'm going to go with Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rams Nation, what up, baby? You know what it is. We play the 40 Winers on Sunday Night Football. Cannot wait. Can't wait. This one is for Ram Nation, Mob Squad all day. The Ramley. We have been very underrated this year. No one is even talking about us as one of the best teams. It's kind of frustrating, but we already know what the national media talks about. They gonna talk about Lamar Jackson. They gonna talk about Patrick Mahomes like he literally the best thing since sliced bread. They gonna talk about Tom Brady. They gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Where the Rams at? We're just sitting at 4-1. Should be 5-0 if we didn't have a stinker of a first half against the Buffalo Bills on defense. And it is what it is. We gonna go into San Francisco and we gonna wax that ass. Wax them up. Cause you know what I'm saying. Jared Goff has been playing amazing. The tight ends though. One game it's Tyler Higbee. The other game is Gerald Everett. Other game is Tyler Higbee. It switches back and forth. You don't know which tight end he's going to go to all the time. Each game. From game to game, don't know. And then Robert Woods is balling. The end arounds. Jared Goff just throwing in bombs. Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? Van Jefferson has surprised me as the rookie that we got. Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson in the backfield. Both of them have surprised me dearly, especially Darrell Henderson coming off such a disappointing year last year. He has already had 200 plus games already. Man is balling, and I don't see why it has to stop now. Sean McVay is doing a great job at play calling. I just wish the defense could be more consistent in the secondary. Up front, we're great. The linebacking core, Micah Kaiser, Obo coming in off the edge. I'm telling y'all, I'm not worried about the front seven. The back four, they just need to be more consistent. John Johnson, Jalen Ramsey, Ty Hill, all of them, or being Troy Hill. Jeez, Troy Hill, all of them. They just need to be more consistent. And if we can just shore up and just gel more together on defense, we're gonna be unstoppable, and people will start talking about us after we're what 8-1, maybe 9-1, maybe going into that Seattle game. So we'll see. But Ram Nation, we gonna wax the floor with the 49ers. I ain't even worried about it. All day, every day. Aaron Donald, he gonna be wrecking shop. So be there Sunday night football. On the Monday night, though, Kansas City at Buffalo. This is going to be a good game. Going to be a good game. It's the early one. Kansas City, I feel like they're going to win. They got Le'Veon. He just signed with them today. You know, everyone's talking about Pat Mahomes like he is the greatest thing ever in the history of the world. But we'll see how he plays against the Buffalo defense. Buffalo's coming off a stinker on Tuesday night. So hopefully they can get back on track and get Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and those boys cooking and rolling. But I have a feeling Pat Mahomes and them, they just gonna get this victory. Buffalo's kind of hit a wall a little bit, and I don't know. I gotta just wait and see if they can get off that snide. Arizona at Dallas. As much as I want Dallas to win, that Dak Prescott injury was severe, gruesome, severe. Immediately when he went down, I knew he'd either broke his ankle, it's a compound fracture, so hopefully the man heals up. Hopefully he gets his money. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Andy Dalton, he's a very, very good quarterback. He's not a serviceable backup. He's a very, very good quarterback. He's been a starter for years in this league. So, I mean, he's going to play good. But I think Kyler Murray and them, they kind of have found their groove against the Jets. And Dallas's defense is sorry. And I don't think anything's going to fix that overnight. So I think Arizona is going to pull out maybe a 7 point win, somewhere along those lines. We shall see. As much as I want Dallas to win, because just keep knocking Arizona down, keep knocking San Francisco down, and keep knocking Seattle down, so the Rams can just keep peaking and peaking. And yo, I hope you guys enjoyed this one today. Week 6 pick'ems for Sunday and Monday Night Football. Hey, we're trending up, and we have hit a winning streak. We have not went under 500 since the very first week. 5 weeks of just amazing picks so far. So let's hope this week it continues. It's been Football Friday. It's been Speak My Opinion on Topics High. I'm Smooth J. As always, like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until next time, we out.